to Dairy Processing's Ingredient Deep Dive. I am Donna Berry, a degreed food scientist who has been writing for the dairy trade for more than 30 years, and I'm also a contributing editor to Dairy Processing along with other Soslan publications. I am pleased to be joined today by Ivan Gonzales. He is the marketing director for plant-based dairy and dairy at Ingredion. Thanks for joining me today, Ivan.
Hi, Donna. How are you? Nice to see you again.
Good
Always a
to
pleasure
see
to be
you.
with you here.
Yeah, it's good to see you. Well, it's been another year since we visited at IFT First, and this is actually the third installment of this Ingredion deep dive, where we kind of digest everything that you guys showed at IFT First, as well as what was taking place on the show, and then we talk about it. So, uh, for the third time, welcome into my kitchen. I cleaned it just for all of you. But we're going to go ahead and taste two of the prototypes that Ingredion showed at the IFT First, which took place in July here in Chicago, where I am based. And we're going to talk a little bit about how they speak to today's trends as well as tomorrow, and we'll innovate and brainstorm a little bit on it. So, Yvonne, the first prototype focuses on differentiating through texture. So, while I grab my sample that you sent me from the freezer, could you just provide a little bit of insight as to why texture is kind of the big opportunity in product innovation and what Ingredion knows about this category?
Absolutely. Yes, happy to do that. Yeah, it's really interesting, Donna, that we see texture really gaining a major central attention now in terms of innovation. We know that consumers are looking for new experiences, new opportunities, and to indulge with this type of differentiated texture. So that's what is really driving a lot of innovation of what is happening in the market in terms of food and beverages. So yeah, let me know what you think about the product that we send you.
Okay, so this is called maize craze. Maize, as in being corn, which a lot of it grows here in the Illinois state of Illinois. When you had it at IFT First, it was presented as a scoop of the ice cream, which is a corn flavor infused ice cream with caramel sauce on top of it and mochi cornbread pieces. So this was a multi-textural 3D dimensional dessert. To send it to me, I got it in this layered, like a kind of like gelato type layered dessert, and it's beautiful. And so I'm going to go and dig in just a little bit here. And could you? I mean, we're talking three different components in this product. Can you share a little bit more about that, please?
Absolutely. The first component, let me start with the ice cream. As I was mentioning before, yes, consumers are looking for all these different textures, but that's just on top of all what we know in terms of being healthier, being sustainable products, and being a clean and simple label. So, on the first component, which is the ice cream, actually, what we have done is we're featuring one of our most recent ingredients, which is a citrus fiber that really allow us to remove all the uh, typical stabilizers and emulsifiers that are being used in ice cream in the ice cream industry. I say we can remove, but still deliver this nice creamy texture with good mouthfeel and good stability. So that's the first component of the product that you are tasting right now. The second one is the mochi experience, which is more of a cake, right? So you can see the chewy texture. For that one, we have product line that is about tapioca starches that really allow us to recreate this chewy texture that
Mm.
characterize products in the market that you have probably have already seen. In this, it's really differentiated and new and gaining some momentum here in the US. And lastly, you see the variegate that we are using, which is a uh, coffee flavor, but it has this creaminess and good stability with good mouthfeel. So when you put all these components together, I truly believe that our culinology team did a very fantastic job there to really
Oh,
recreate
yeah.
all these different textures and putting them together.
Well, it's wonderful. So I can't wait to finish this afterwards. But you mentioned the citrus fiber, and I just want to add something. It is an upcycled ingredient, and
Yes.
that was definitely a recurring theme at IFT. suppliers talking about where their ingredients are coming from, how they're being sourced, and really contributing to this full circle of using,
Of sustainability.
yeah,
Yes,
sustainability. Yeah.
yes. I mean, it's a very wonderful message actually that this product has. As I was mentioning earlier as well, is it citrus fiber really enjoys a good, a very good acceptability and recognition by consumers. So it looks really good in the label. But to your point, also add to the whole sustainability story that a lot of consumers are, or customers are looking for to make on their brands.
I have to tell you though, this mochi is just truly amazing at how it remains chewy. I mean, you just don't think of ice cream as being chewy. So
Yeah.
great job on that. Okay, we're going to move on to the second prototype that you had.
Yes. Let's do that.
And it was called a Berry Good Soda. And of course, being a berry myself,
That's why we did
um,
it.
yeah, I got a picture taken of me with the sign and the beverage at the show. But it was very delicious. So what makes these healthy sodas are really becoming trending right now? And tell while I go get mine, can you
Mhm.
please talk a little bit about what makes this product good besides the fact that it's got berry in it?
Yes, absolutely. So I think similar to what we were saying before, texture again, right? Texture is really bringing this new lens to how we really innovate in different products. We saw in the ice cream, and now in the soda is bringing all this creaminess mouthfeel into sodas. I think all of it started actually quite a few years back when we saw the boba teas. So bringing all this chewy experience in beverages. Now we are looking into more creaminess and how to bring into sodas. So that's the whole experience. So we bring a number of ingredients to stabilize the sodas, to stabilize what we complement the sodas with and the creamier, and provide this really mouthfeel, creamy texture in the final product.
Well, and part of that creamy
Mhm.
is coming from the cream. So this is all. So my soda, for some reason, I opened it up early and it's not as frothy as yours was at the show because you actually had it on tap and it was
Yes.
delicious.
Mhm.
But this is all about taking soda to a new level or taking healthy soda by making it dirty. And okay, so this is not the dirty, this is not like playing out in the mud, okay? The dirty refers to the extras that are being added in. Now,
Mhm.
I'm going to go ahead and put some of this cream in here. And first of all, it already starts to look delicious. But, this is not a new thing. Like you said, the trend did start a couple years ago and kind of riding the boba trend. But for those of us who are old enough, this is something that Laverne of the 70s and 80s sitcom Laverne and Shirley introduced to her America. Her favorite beverage was Pepsi with milk. And I know when you first hear that, it sounds a little creepy, but then take a step back and just think about it. It's no more different than a root beer soda with a scoop of melty vanilla ice cream in it, a root beer float. So
Right.
so we got this dirty soda thing going on here.
So here is
And
what you are saying is really interesting, Donna, because I mean, what you are mentioning in terms of what is happening with soda in the 70s, 80s. Then we saw the boba tea a few years back. Then we saw the cold foaming that it was coming as well into trending into beverages, and now we are seeing all these dirty sodas or creamy sodas. So
yeah.
texture keeps in really bringing innovation into the space.
Well, and to point something out, boba started out in food service because it was challenging to
Hmm.
figure out how to get that boba in a ready to drink product. But that has been perfected. There are multiple concepts out there in the marketplace. So this
Hmm.
creaminess of a dirty soda, but a good for you soda, definitely opportunity in the ready to drink space. So,
Absolutely.
and anything you want to share about extras, like what's in it?
Yeah, basically we use our stabilizer, BB 550 pre-tested TIC pre-tested, BB stabilizer 550. That's what it really brings, the creaminess and the stabilization. So to provide this rich creamy mouthfeel, of course, it's naturally sweetened with our stevia product lines, and yeah, that's the whole concept, to really how to bring a different experience when we talk about beverages.
So, well, great. Well, it's time to wrap up soon. But I would be remiss if we didn't talk about what was really the big buzz at IFT first, and that was protein.
Protein.
And a lot of the, yeah, and a lot of the conversation was circling around the fact that The consumers are getting it. Actually, I just came back from Costco this morning and saw, oh my gosh, the number of products that are out there. But it's going to be, the focus is evolving to be more about quality over quantity. And I know that Ingredion has a number of plant proteins, and you're focusing a lot of work on blending them and having quality products. So can you just share a little bit about your expertise in that area? Because you know what would be really good? A
Mhm.
dirty soda
Yeah,
with
you
some
got
protein.
you got us there. You got us there, and that's where we are going. So yes, we continue to evolve in our protein journey. The latest launch of the latest product that we put in the market was this very good soluble protein. It was one of the main challenges that plant-based protein, and we're talking about pea protein in this case, where we're looking to really address this specific market of beverages, ready to drink, ready to eat, or ready to mix, providing very good solubility products so it doesn't have an impure experience when you drink the product. I think what we are seeing, and we were talking about this one while we were at IFT first, it was how do we communicate better quality protein? Consumers are paying more attention. What's more, some companies are starting to label protein
Mhm.
quality, right? Or the PDCAS, and will consumers understand what message that means? It's like what it really means putting those products there. And I don't know, maybe you have something to comment on that.
Well, it's evolving, it's happening. So I'm pretty sure we'll probably wind up talking more about that next year. So we're going to wrap things up.
Mhm.
Um, Same time, same place. Well, not same time, but whatever. I look forward to doing this again with you. Well, I think we're going to have to wrap everything up right now. On behalf of Dairy Processing and Soslin Publishing, thank you all very much for joining us. Thank you, Yvonne. And let's say our goodbyes.
Thanks a lot, Donna. I really appreciate this one. I'm happy to be here and sharing this information with your audience.
Thank
Thanks.
you. All right. Bye bye.
Bye bye.